Well, the fielding from both these teams today has been impressive. Leeskin again just turned off the legs. And sliding in there, Brandon McMullen.
Amazing, isn't it? You just would have thought, looking at that score, and it was going to be a cakewalk.
Leeskin, there's the drive. Again, we'll just settle for the single, though.
It still could be, of course. Now, the task at hand, just 12 required of the last 2.5 overs. So, unless something drastic happens, you imagine Nepal will take this.
And that is dramatic, but it's not a wicket.
Well, Matt Cross is one of the best keepers going around, and very, very quick hands. So,
yeah, good technique. Again, that looked hittable. At least got him through. It is wide. Scotland will be quite happy to see the wide there rather than see you get carted over. Deep extra. There's the cut, it's in behind. Well, we saw Scotland do that a couple of times on this wicket.
Michael Lees can't believe it again. Saying, what do I have to do? Have I got to do it again? Hit the ball back at me and I'll catch it again.
Last ball of the over. Michael Lees. Now that is thumped, it's in there. Sharif tries to come across for it, and he's got it. It stayed in there a long time, and Michael Lees completes his bowling with a wicket. Tremendous from a Scottish point of view, and there is doubt in the minds of the Nepalese now.
Well, he wasn't going to finish his spell without having another say. Tries to go for the big shot. Sharif positioned perfectly, takes it on the run safely, and aren't they delighted? They say, we haven't given up yet. Yeah, have a look at my shirt.
Callahan Casey comes in at 9. Well, this is interesting. The target of 98. It looked very, very gettable, but Scotland have now put the pressure on.
Well, they need 9 runs. They've got plenty of wickets in hand. Sandy Blamachani took 4 wickets earlier. He'd be quite happy to come out and hit the winning runs. I've got to say, I do love a low-scoring thriller. I love both kinds. I do, you know, I very much enjoy it when the runs, the 6s, the 4s are coming. But when you have a low-scoring thriller because of catches like this, it is a lot of fun. And a very different field. He did cover some ground, Sharif.
So Nepal chasing. 87 for 7. 2 overs to go. 11 required. So Jasper Davidson, so economical in his last over. Well, that's edge, that's going to go all the way for 4, and sometimes you've got to get a little bit of luck, and that was a little bit of luck.
Oh boy, Jasper Davidson gets the edge, but it's over the head. And you saw Mark Watt blow his cheeks in frustration. Could have gone anywhere, goes over the rope. And they are winding up these Nepal fans now.
7 required from 11. We're gonna quickly on to 8. And just a little bit safer on that one. So 7 from 10.
Incredible, you look at it. I mean, they've taken 7 wickets. It's an outstanding effort. And they're not going to get there by a lot, Nepal. They might get there in this over. It might come down to the last, but just yet again, it's been such a competitive contest between these two. These 3 teams involved in this Tri-Nations just produced so much entertainment. It's been brilliant cricket to watch.
Wide ball, and that's not what Scotland wanted to see there, but it is a wide. Moves Nepal ever closer, 6 to win.
It's funny though, isn't it, that the atmosphere yesterday with the high scoring, the super overs, everyone was just up and about and yelling and screaming, and this time it's been this quiet, harsh intensity.
Studied concentration. They're not going to try and go there. Run back in by Michael Leask. No overthrow either. 6 from 9.
They've never given up on this either, Scotland. Never at any point have they gone through the motions. This is why people should never be surprised when these teams go to a World Cup and they're playing teams like South Africa or Australia or England. Sometimes they beat them. At the very least, they put up a good fight because they're used to getting down and dirty in the rough and tumble.
That's just edged away down to third man. What will gather? And in it will come. It's another single. It's ever closer. But they're doing it in installments rather than in sensational fashion.
I don't think Stuart Law will mind seeing that. Just being able to close it out. Might have liked to have done it a little bit sooner, but I don't know that will worry him either. It's the fact that they've assessed the chase. It's not easy batting. They're losing wickets, but they've just stayed ahead of where they needed to be.
Casey on strike. Scoreboard ticking over. 4 to win. One more ball to come in this over. 4 to win off 7. And of course, when it gets to that, you just think, well, they have a little go. Just over half the balls bowled this afternoon in both innings have resulted in no runs. It has been so tight. 7 boundaries for both teams. All for 4 Scotland, 6 fours and a 6. In again, there's a little touch. Stay where you are is the order. We're going to go all the way to the final over. 4 required for Nepal. We're 94 for 7. 1 over to come. Going into last over when it's tight, you always ask yourself, who would you rather be? And in this case, would you rather be Scotland or Nepal? I'm fairly certain most people would go on the side of Nepal, needing 4 from 6. But you've got to face Shafin Sharif, Scotland's leading wicket taker, and it's not going to be easy. Scotland will carefully place the field. One big blow will end it all, or will they just try and gently tickle their way through to victory?
they're taking their time. It's going to be Safi and Sharif. A lot of discussions about fielding positions at the moment. The music started. It's up again, and I think the Nepal fans are ready to start celebrating. But Safi and Sharif, you would not put it past him to come on and take a wicket in the first ball or the first two balls and make it that little bit harder, that little bit more exciting.
Well, there's the tail of the tape. 4 to win, 6 remaining, 3 wickets in hand. Scotland trying to plot their way to a victory. It's not easy. Nepal still have to find a way to find these final 4 runs. Of course, if they find 3, it'll be a super over.
Oh, don't start down that road again. I can't stand another night not sleeping.
Sharif in, and it's clipped away. Scotland in quickly. Jack Jarvis from the field. 3 from 5. They've got a 9 from 14 balls. Well, these are the moments that you practice for, you dream about, being in the middle for your country with the opportunity to strike the winning runs. There's going to be a Nepalese explosion should they win. If it's the Nepalese fans against the metal barriers, I know who I'm backing.
Don't even tempt that. No, they've been good. We did have some fans running onto the pitch in excitement in Dundee in the first match, but since then they've understood the requirements.
Sharif in again. Oh, it's been hit well. They're going to just take the single though. Oh, this is like extreme torture if you're a Nepalese fan. 1-1-1-1-1.
Well, the same if you're Scotland fans. They're waiting to see if they can get some breakthrough, something that'll just cause a little bit of chaos. Just 2 runs to win now and 4 balls remaining to get there. Scotland need a dot. A wicket would be better.
80th T20 International for Gareth Casey, and he'll turn that off his legs for another single. They're doing it the hard way. We are level. Scotland needs 3 dot balls, but the next one will do it.
Those fans are right next to us, just to our right in the commentary tent, and they have been singing up a storm as Nepal have got closer and closer to victory. Imagine it might all be here now. They've got 3 balls to get it. All they have to do is get the single.
Scotland are pushing the field in, as you would expect. Sharif just wants another word. So we'll check with McMullen where he wants him to be. Just extending the agony of the batter who's waiting. But to be fair to Gideon Thaguna, just standing, looking relaxed.
Well, he's actually just calling in now. They had fine leg out. He's just come in onto the circle now, so they've got everyone up. I think one out in the deep on the leg side.
It's the right thing to do. There's the hammer. It's up, it's in the air. Naylor is underneath it, and he takes the catch. There was one man in the outfield, and they found him. We are tied with 2 balls to play. 1 more required from Nepal to win, but Thagunag's gone. Caught Naylor, bowled Sharif. It is all action, all excitement in Glasgow.
Well, that was a bit of genius by Sharif, because he had that conversation with McMullen. They brought up fine leg, so the only fielder out there was Liam Naylor, and with only 1 fielder out there, thought he could take it on. Just a few mind games there working, and Kieran Casey could... Kieran Thaguna could not resist. He went for the big shot, How do these teams keep doing it to us? How do they keep doing? I was waiting for the final twist. There always has to be one. And Safi and Sharif, you see all his experience there.
Oh, Sandeep Lamashani is the player that is on. He bowled tremendously well. He's now got the opportunity to strike the winning run. Scotland again will bring everybody up, bar Naylor. Pretty good catch as well by Naylor. Got round well.
Just the mind games and the tactics, making the batter wait that little bit longer, making it very obvious that they were bringing fine leg up. There was only one in the deep, and incredible in the end. You end up picking out that one player. He's been brilliant in the outfield. He's been brilliant in the outfield, Liam Naylor. We have seen him absolutely herring around that boundary rope, covering miles and miles on that leg side. There he is. He has been so good out there, and it's been the ground fielding that's been terrific, the throws coming in, and he is Johnny on the spot when it comes to taking that catch. Honest to goodness, can we just have these three teams playing each other all the time? Because whether it's 50 over cricket, 20 over cricket,
Scores tied, 2 balls to come. Safi and Sharif looking to deliver. Lamashani on strike, facing his first ball. And it comes, they've pushed it, they've gone for the run. And they've won. They've got through. Scotland came oh so close. It was a wonderful effort from the Scots. But it's handshakes all round. Sandeep Lamashani, brilliant with the ball today. Did enough with the bat. And I'll tell you what, Kara KC hair down that wicket.